I even here?
I see a slideshow.
Leave it to me. That's my cue. Honey?
Huh, thanks. I'll go.
I'll give it my all. That's how it goes.
I got this.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even see that dude was a mage.
Plenty more where that came from.
You motherfucker.
No.
Hello, I have found this fireball.
Don't have time for this. Ha! Oh! I just worked harder. Hey, not bad.
Also, listen. Your fire can't melt my ice, bitch.
You were outmatched.
Yeah, you were. How puny.
Of course I won. You were wide open.
Have more fireballs.
I just worked harder. This is what I do.
Yay! Because I don't have enough gold. This also good, okay. My mages are badass, so I totally don't grind between streams at all. Doop, 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 jump, 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 jump.
I even here?
You wouldn't have made him use that either, but okay. Meow, 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 meow.
So obvious.
I stabbed him 3 times.
Just give up.
Oof.
I'm really sorry.
She's not, though. Ow.
I can't afford to lose.
Meow, 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 meow.
I'm all sweaty. Sorry, did I hurt you?
She's cute.
Easy.
Yeah.
So obvious.
I gotta stab people. God damn it. You just randomly stopped.
Predictable. Each battle, a chance to grow. Another
Pew. And pew.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
Can I get a do-over?
No. You don't even get a do.
You lost to me? Huh.
I win.
Oh, nice.
Bum, 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 bum.
Is this...
No, this dude's dead.
Easy.
You stabbed.
What's next?
I got money. Because I need more money.
So obvious. And open.
You're weak.
God damn, Felix. Calm the fuck down. Good sir. He's only level 20!
I'm on it. Don't underestimate.
Is calm in
Just
his
give up.
vocabulary? I don't know.
Guess I've got.
It needs to be.
I'll go. Next time, bring your friends.
I gave that mage a paper cut. Just pointing that out. Give him a paper cut. You're 17, you're 20.
I'll give it my all.
Yes, Ash, we know you do. You're a good boy.
Doing my part.
It was a dirty paper. Don't tell Sylvain that.
I'm start.
I win. Because I needed more money. Jumpy 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 jump jump jump. I'm mashing the B button, but I can only jump so much because the input lag. Jumpy jumpy jump 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 jump. It's Claude's birthday. Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you wait? I ran as fast as I could.
Hello. Hello. I
Thanks.
have tea.
It's so relaxing.
You're welcome.
Right. Of course.
And then
Oh. Wow.
and then
Oh.
cat.
Blast.
He doesn't like cats.
I'm afraid I've stayed too long.
Yay. Screw him then. Hello. I am here to take things. Da-da-dum. I'm going to unlock all of these. Oh, 69%. Oh boy. 69%. Oh boy. Well then. That's this one. 100. Okay. Oh, it's just a few. Okay. I will unlock it at least. I like that outfit. No. Air heart. God damn it. Okay. Well then. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Was there any doubt?
Yes. Let's see, Raphael. She's well then.
Yeah! I passed!
Yes, oh, she's not 20 yet. So, in the meantime...
Perfect comprehension.
I'm out of... Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to buy some more. Let's buy... Convoy... We'll buy 10 more. And we'll buy 10 of these just in case. Which is... And while we're here... Who has all of the money? Here it is. Miss Hilda. Nope. Welcome back. Wait, how did she fail? Well, that's unfortunate.
I passed thanks to you.
Easy.
Okay. Oh wait, I couldn't do... Okay. Okay. Mission.
The rite of rebirth is finally underway. Time to see if our hunch was right.
I hope it's not. Then we wouldn't have to fight anyone.
We've all come to this conclusion together. I'm sure we've got it right.
Right or wrong, the clock is ticking. All we can do for now is stick to the plan.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
I punch all the
May I let
things.
you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
Wow.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble.
Flame does
As a
what Flame
professor,
wants.
You would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Coughing.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
Sedith is way too overprotective. He reminds me of my brother.
Come on, Teach. I know a hidden spot where we can monitor the stairs that lead to the Holy Mausoleum. If there's anyone
You
down
would.
there, they'll be trapped like the rats they are. We'll just have to take them down without getting bitten.
Jumpy, 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 jump, 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 jump. Tell me what you doing.
A new...
Actually, welcome. Right there, Sweeney face. place. I want... training book has more uses, but this
Is
has
that
more
the one?
might. Yeah, sure.
Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome. Where's Felix? Why do boys gotta be all the way down here?
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
Our guess was spot on. Looks like we have company.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
No, you don't.
Looks like the enemy is going after the casket in the back. Maybe they're going after the Saint's bones? Weird. I'd like to defeat them before they can finish the job. But did you notice? Look closely at the ground. There's some kind of contraption on certain parts of the floor.
Those are called tiles, my dear. Okay, Death Knight.
The smart move is to advance while finding the best fighting positions we can, based on the enemy's weaponry.
I got this.
Oh, whoa. Punch, punch.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Leave it to me.
Wait. Back up, back up.
You were outmatched.
Now I see the heart of it.
Who, me?
I'll go.
Who, me?
Oh, I didn't. Let me change that file.
Stay focused.
Ready and willing.
I'll give it my all. I'm on it.
That's my cue.
Yeah.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands or waste my time on weaklings.
Yeah.
I'm getting a really disturbing vibe from that guy. No one go near the evil-looking knight, okay?
Oh my god, Claude, please.
Not good enough.
You dead, son.
This is what I do.
Jeez. Punch, punch.
Should have trained better.
99%. Paper cut.
Next time, bring your friends.
I'm good, Chesky. Oh. Well then. That's unfortunate. Ow! How dare you?
So obvious. Just give up.
You were outmatched.
Got him. Hello.
As expected.
I cut.
Sorry.
The guy fell
You
over.
were wide open.
Come at me, bitch.
I just worked harder. I have
Double level.
I thought I gave it my all.
You underestimated me.
Chesky. How cute.
That helps.
Barely in range over there.
Strength in action.
Nice form.
Felix gave a compliment. Yeah, that was anticlimactic. You don't mind if I'm just gonna sneak past you, right? No, I said end. Thank you.
The reinforcements haven't arrived? If they approach from behind, we can attack them from both sides. Don't waste it.
Missed me.
Watch and learn.
Missed me. Oh my god, what is with that late dodge?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Got him. Hello, I've come to murder you.
I just worked harder.
You're weak.
Felix over here trying to be all cool.
This is what I do.
As expected.
They stab things.
Sorry, don't know my own strength. I think I've gotten stronger.
Took them long enough.
It was a good try.
Bum, 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 bum. Damn.
My moment has arrived. Never underestimate an outsider. Sorry, but victory is mine.
Hi.
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
I missed! What is this bullshit? No, Felix can't reach.
It is decided.
Oh, that actually hit me. Goodbye.
You didn't give it your all.
It's no use. The seal is broken. You can't. A sword.
That's mine. It's mine.
What?
It's shining. I'm gonna kill him. And then suddenly he wasn't at the casket. He slash. And then he dies. Duplicate. It's shiny.
That sword is... I see. What a pleasant surprise.
Poof.
The jerk got away. Was that magic? We can't even chase after it. Hey, Professor,
That's okay.
the way that sword is shining, do you think it could be...
Can you see from all the way back there, Claude?
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
Everybody's dead.
Will do.
There's no one I murdered everybody in here. Murdered everybody in here this time. Yes, yes, I know how the PP works. Oh, I wanted a hot more.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands. May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
I suppose that's that. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. Looks like it was all a plot by the Western Church. It's just too bad that that masked knight who was leading the attack got away. Vanished without a trace.
But why would the Western Church want to attack Lady Rhea?
Why? Take your pick of reasons. Relations with the Western Church aren't exactly friendly. Oh, that's right. Gerald mentioned that you grew up completely isolated from the church. The Church of Seros is split into a few different branches across Fodlan. The Central Church is headquartered right here at Garrick Mach. Then there's the Western Church. Far west from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lonato had his little rebellion, is the fortress city of Aryan Road. It's the strongest fortress in the kingdom. On the other side of it is the headquarters of the Western Church.
Not too smart to bicker with people who worship the same goddess as you.
The bishop of the Western Church must be pretty ambitious. Probably hopes to split off completely. In which case, he'd need to weaken the Central Church's influence. Killing Rhea is certainly one way to do that. To the shock of no one, I hear the Knights have been sent to subdue the leaders of the Western Church. We'll probably get a chance to assist.
You're an odd one, aren't you, Professor? How'd you make it this far in life without ever interacting with the church? I can't believe someone like you exists in Fodlan. It's too strange.
If you think that's weird, consider the fact that Rhea hired Teach despite all that.
So those guys
You're
they
all
caught,
weird.
They all got the axe, right? That's brutal.
Lady Rhea can be rather intimidating at times. In fact, she can be downright terrifying.
Professor, those who cannot be saved must be delivered to the goddess for judgment. Is that not so?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
You're not my real dad.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Saros were not a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its Crest Stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Saros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Saros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? Is that a fact? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. Then there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
About that.
The Sword of the Creator, pulled right from the legends.
Mm-hmm.
I finally found it, and yet it ended up in Teach's hands. Could I even use it anyway? Damn it. There's no telling what's to come.
Oh, Claude, I pat you on the head. Jump, 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 jump. Aw.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Roar! Jump, 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 jump. Ah! Hello?
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
Okay.
I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
Okay,
They
I like
stole a
stabbing
hero's
things.
relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword.
You don't pay
also,
my
you
sub.
should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Hey, Teach. I gotta say, I never would have guessed you were a descendant of the King of Liberation. You didn't forget, did you? That story I told you about a relic that could cut a mountain in half? That relic was the Sword of the Creator, the very same used by Nemesis, the King of Liberation.
No?
Don't be coy, Teach. The Sword of the Creator could only be wielded by Nemesis. If you can use it too, that can only mean you have that bloodline's crest. Fine, keep your secrets. But just so you know, I don't understand isn't gonna cut it here at Afghanistan. Speaking of, Professor Hanneman has been looking for you.
Sort of literally just told me that.
Examine your crest with those crazy instruments of his. Actually, sounds amusing. Maybe I'll tag along.
Wow.
If it isn't my little Claude, what has you so worked up?
Judith, what are you doing here?
That's Lady Judith to you, boy. I told you, until you're in charge, I expect you to address me with all due respect. Anyway, I'm here to retrieve you. Duke Regan's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
Are you saying the old man's on his deathbed?
No, it's not that bad. But in the state he's in, he won't be able to participate in the next roundtable conference. He wants you to go in his stead. I volunteered to play the messenger.
Bum, bum,
Well,
bum.
thanks for that. Oh, and Teach, this is Judith, also known as the hero of House Dathnel.
So you're little Claude's teacher, are you? How much trouble has he been giving you?
If her nickname didn't give it away, you should know that Judith, Lady Judith, is the leader of the famous House Dathnel of the Leicester Alliance. She used to be a big deal at the roundtable conferences, but it seems of late she's been reduced to a mere...
You had better shut that mouth before I put my boot in it, you tactless nuisance. Now, come on, let's get going. Sorry, Professor, but I need to borrow the boy for a bit.
I suppose we'll have to finish our chat later. Sorry, Teach. But don't you worry, I'll be back in time for our next mission. All right, Judith, let's get going.
It's Lady... I suppose you are the active leader for the time being. Fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
I'm special. It's a birthday.
Thank you.
All right, time to sneak off and do some painting. Professor, such lovely weather today, huh? I was, just about to go for a walk. What, this? No, it's, I'm sorry, Professor. I'll admit it. I was going to do some painting. You remember the place where we talked before? I've been painting the scenery there. I'm still keeping up with my academics and training, of course. I just paint in my spare time, as a change of pace.
Huh?
Oh, I don't? Well, yes. Maybe you're right. I may have gotten ahead of myself. I'm sorry for panicking there. Honestly, I'm just worried that my father will find out that I've been painting. Of course. Why would you go out of your way to tell him that? Completely illogical of me. But it seems I've developed a bit of a complex about it.
You see?
My father's not a fan of my artistic pastime, you see. We're a merchant family, and my older brother is set to inherit the business. As for me, my father decided I should be a knight. That's why I'm at the academy. Painting won't help me become a knight. It's a waste of time. Well, yes. I feel like I'm betraying my parents. I hear the business has been slow for them over the past few years. If I become a knight for an influential noble house, I could use my connections to help support them.
Ouch.
My father was determined to send me here. He must have been, considering the enormous amount of money he spent. I don't think I'm well suited to being a knight. My parents sent me to the academy for their sake, not my own. When I think about how hard my family is working just to stay in business, how can I sit idly by? All of which is just to say that painting will have to remain my little hobby. Nothing more. Not that I could make a career out of it even if I wanted to.
Mood.
That's just a fantasy.
Time to spend an hour on supports.
Claude, are you aware of the most recent conflict within the Alliance?
Hello to you too, Lawrence. And you'll have to be more specific. The Alliance is always bickering over one thing or another.
Got him.
Margrave Edmund is raising objections over the assignment of his troops to the eastern defenses.
If you please one noble, another will only gripe. No matter what happens, there will always be conflict.
That is just the kind of lackadaisical attitude that causes more conflict among us than necessary. Now, listen to me carefully. House Edmund may not hold much land, but the land they do control is quite rich. They also maintain a thriving port. Their influence is poised to rival even the most powerful players in the Alliance, yet they claim they cannot spare a fair share of troops? Do you find it acceptable to let such an obviously unreasonable objection stand?
It's not as though the threat of Elmira to the east has proven all that threatening of late.
Such negligence! What makes you so certain the Elmirans will not attack us tomorrow? If certain dukes hold back their proper share of support, it will only serve to weaken House Goneril's hold of our eastern flank.
Calm yourself. I am well aware that the financial situation of House Edmund is quite exceptional. However, what you fail to realize is that they're lacking in troops. They're not lying when they say they don't have that many to spare. As it were, the Elmirans have been nothing but peaceful since we refortified Fodlan's Locket. And are you aware that Margrave Edmund paid the majority of the costs for those repairs?
Is that so?
In fact, it's largely thanks to the skilled craftsmen he assembled that the fortress is now so impregnable. I, for one, wouldn't want to attack a fortress as formidable as that.
I do see your point. If House Edmund has already made its fair contribution, then that is all we can ask. Very well. I withdraw my objection. But even the sturdiest fortress needs soldiers to defend it. If we continue to squabble amongst ourselves, it will eventually fall.
Well, well, and here I thought he only cared about status. Still, if someone like him really came to lead the Alliance, it would not bode well for Elmira.
Nope. Cause he's a bit peepee. Pardon me.
Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Wow.
As you can see, if we were to face an enemy on this terrain, I would go here, and you would go here.
Hang on. If we're trying to repel the enemy, I should be positioned there, correct?
Huh? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Take a closer look at this map. See, there's a graveyard over here. Might run into some of those ghosts you hate so much.
He's laughing.
Can you knock it off already? So help me. If you continue treating me like a child, I'll...
Easy there. I'm sorry, okay? Just don't start blasting off any spells in here.
Wow.
I've more pride than to turn an unarmed soldier to cinders. It wouldn't kill you to speak to me as an equal when we're discussing matters as serious as this.
Actually, I see you as more than an equal. There's no questioning the power you wield. And I was being serious about the formation just now. The bit about the ghosts was just me having fun with you. Or trying to. You're so smart, I figured you'd catch on to that right away. But back to the formation. Can you see why I arranged it like I did? The area I want you to guard requires the ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Who else could I trust with such a difficult task? You're my best bet for something like that.
Perhaps that's true.
Think back to the times we fought together. When have I ever treated you like a child on the battlefield? I depend on you, Lysithea. I value your power almost as much as I do Teach's.
Truly?
I swear to you on all of Fodlan, I'd like to have my fun, but I wouldn't joke about something like that. I consider you a valued ally. I'll stop now before I inevitably drift back into teasing you again. Just know that I meant every word, okay?
Fair enough then. From here forward, see to it that you treat me with the respect of an equal. And I admit that you are not short on talent yourself, but don't go getting a big head over it.
Wow. I skipped one.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do, regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In all fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn. Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Apparently not.
She'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's
Jesus.
more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Ooh, they eloped. I like that. It's so romantic.
Wow.
Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Wow.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.
Kinda ship them.
Marianne, please accept my apologies for my behavior yesterday.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Asking you about your family like that was pretty insensitive of me. No matter how curious I am, that's no way to treat someone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You weren't being insensitive. I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't spend much time talking about myself. Not to people, anyway.
If not people, then with who? Unpeople? Non-people?
Well, yes. I'm much more comfortable talking to anyone who isn't a person.
I was actually joking, but now I'm mystified. Who is it you like to talk to?
Dorte the horse.
Ah, of course. Good old Dorte. And does he understand what you tell him?
We understand each other. He tells me when he's sleepy, or when his stomach hurts, or if his nose itches.
Sounds like a complainer, that Dorte. But let's table this fascinating discussion for just a moment. Now that we've gotten in some small talk, I'd like to know what you're hiding. You are hiding something, right? Your lineage, perhaps?
No.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's all just idle gossip, that's fine too. But if it's something silly like, my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense. That sort of thinking is stupid, and that's all there is to it.
About
your ancestors were
that.
thieves. Does that make you a thief, even if you've never stolen a thing? Of course not.
But people have burdens to bear from the moment they're born. My burdens are so big that I'm sorry, I can't discuss this anymore.
People certainly are born with burdens. She's right about that. But Marianne, don't you know that you can choose not to carry them?
No, she don't.
A little closer.
Hey, Leonie, what are you up to?
Oh, come on. What'd you do that for? Look, you ran my quarry off.
You were hunting? Is the dining hall that short on food supplies?
No, but I like to hunt every now and again. Keep my skills sharp.
I suppose so. You're from a family of hunters, right? Well, there's no shortage of prey to hunt around here.
True. Not many hunters around the monastery, huh? Rivers full of fish, trees bursting with fruit, mushrooms ready to harvest all over. It's the kind of place where you can really be self-sufficient. Guess we can thank the goddess for that.
I don't know. I'm more inclined to thank the bountiful earth than the goddess for such things. The goddess may offer spiritual guidance, but she doesn't fill our bellies, that's for sure.
Not a very noble-sounding thing, to disregard the goddess and honor the land.
Leonie, whose grace do you suppose humans live by? The goddess, the nobility? I'd say it's neither. It's the endless bounty of this magnificent land that gives us life.
Won't hear me deny it. But who's to say it isn't the goddess whose protection makes nature thrive? I'm not the most devout person, but I'm not about to go around saying we don't need the goddess at all.
I said she gives spiritual support, didn't I? I wouldn't go so far as to say she's wholly unnecessary. But in Elmira, Dagda, Bridget, and plenty of other places, they don't believe in the goddess. Nature is a blessing that knows nothing of borders. The goddess is the goddess, and the earth is the earth. They should both be revered for what they are. Look, this is just my personal opinion. If you truly believe that everything depends on the goddess of Saros, that's your...
Hey, it's fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm a believer, but I know there are those who aren't. And I kind of like your way of thinking. Giving thanks to nature and all. It makes sense.
How
I knew
dare
a
you
wild
make
girl
sense.
like you would be able to get behind an idea like that.
What? Like I'm feral or something?
Hey, you know, this kind of talk could be viewed as heresy if it was public.
Yeah, probably. We'll just have to keep it to ourselves.
Wow. Cult's done.
It didn't work. Odd. My logic was sound. Or so I thought.
Ah, Lysithea. I've just happened upon some lovely tea leaves. Would you care to join me for a cup?
Nope. Busy.
While I admire your dedication to research, you simply must take breaks now and again for the sake of your health.
I am perfectly capable of knowing when to stop. I'm no child, I'll have you know.
Come now, take just a brief respite. Look, I've even brought snacks to go with the tea.
Ooh, that actually looks pretty tasty. All right, fine.
Well, what do you think? These are made especially for my house. I've loved them since I was a boy.
Oh, geez. Wow. Actually, this is delicious. You have excellent taste, Lawrence.
Have as much as you'd like. For the sake of our friendship, I consider it well worth the investment.
Wow.
I'd like to know more about you, Lysithea. Where did you learn such a command of magic? When you were a child, what kind of...
Come on. Can't we just enjoy the snacks? I loathe talking about myself.
Openness is a prerequisite to successful diplomacy. You'll learn that when you take your first real steps into high society.
Can you stop with the kid treatment? I mean, really? Is age the only thing you consider when engaging with others?
But there's nothing the matter with being young. There is a role to be played at every stage in life. That is how we learn and grow.
No?
Are you even listening? It's like you can't even help yourself but to continue treating me like a child.
I absolutely recognize your raw ability. You possess quite a rare gift for magic. I hope we can find a way for you to use that gift to help as many people as we can. Surely you can agree to that, at least.
You really are relentless. I'll spell this out for you once more. I don't care.
You're headstrong, just like me. That very quality will ensure a better future for Fodlan.
I, sir, am nothing like you. You're bullheaded and boorish, and utterly fixated on the future. All you care about is what's to come. Sure, it's all well and good to be thinking about such lofty things. However, for me, the future's a very long ways off. Better to focus on the present, on the here and now. Thanks for the tea.
What a peepee.
Lysithea?
Good job, you dingus.
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself.
I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort.
Stop being a baby.
I wonder. Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty. There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
Yes, yes, there is.
Thank you, Lawrence. You've done so much for me. You've been a tremendous help.
It was but a trifle. Surely there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't help but feel safe in your presence.
Yes, of course. Although, no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is important that there be a leader on the field as well. Without someone possessed of my sound judgment and adaptability, we would surely be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
Oh, well, physically, I can, certainly. But if you mean on an everyday basis...
I knew you would. You have the generous soul of a true noble. I'll have to write back home and sing your praises.
Really? You mean to your father and brother?
Oh, yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a matter of fact. He gets upset if I don't. And yet, I never have much to write about. I've been really straining for topics. That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly. Your brother is one of the foremost commanders of the Alliance. I can think of no higher accolade than to have my name passed on to his noble ear.
Then I'll tell him about all your thrilling exploits. Although if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll find something else to write about.
Oh, fear not. I shall show you exploits of a nature more thrilling than you could ever dream. Incidentally, when you write to him, please do not refer to me merely as Lawrence. Please use my full name, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. This will be an excellent opportunity to advance the status of the Gloucester name.
What a funny boy.
Wow. Funny's not the word I'd use, but okay. Oh my god, he has more? Oh dear.
Ah, Dorothea. Your beauty puts even the most pristine flower to shame.
Ah, Lawrence. As silver-tongued as ever.
Oh, not at all. I must bid you good day.
I see the rumors are true. What a shame.
Rumors? About me? Whatever do you mean?
Why, that you're always ready to flirt. Unless she's a commoner. Then you'll bid her good day as quickly as possible. Like you did with me just now. Are we so unpleasant to speak to, us commoners?
That is a rather pointed question, but I do happen to have an answer for you. As the heir to House Gloucester, I am in search of a bride of suitable social status. The Alliance isn't fully unified. I require someone who will help bring it together.
I'd think you could find plenty of suitable women, even among the masses.
Do not be so certain. A lady who marries me must be prepared to enter noble society, whether she wishes to or not. It is a complex web of etiquette and expectation, not a world one could easily step into without the proper upbringing.
Wow.
What's more, House Gloucester would hardly see much benefit were I to join myself to the household of a commoner.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, I suppose that means any friendship between you and I is doomed as well.
Isn't that a rather excessive conclusion?
You want someone to birth your house's next generation. I want someone to share my life with. I'm not even an option in your eyes, and you're hardly viable in mine. However, we're all friends here, aren't we? So I suppose politeness at the very least is in order.
Got him.
I just wanted to say that I've been watching, and I'm really impressed by how hard you work. Very dedicated for someone so young.
Oh, thank you.
I really admire your everything. But you know, everybody needs to relax now and then. I was wondering if maybe you and me could...
I'm quite busy. I should get going. Bye.
That was difficult to watch.
Lawrence, ever since you started hanging around, I've had no luck. Usually, if I show a girl I'm mature, noble, and interested, she's an easy catch.
Your logic is sound, I will admit, but your results are less than entirely convincing. Honestly, all this talk of maturity and experience from a shallow person like you is rather laughable.
Shallow? What? Like your nobleness as some properly cultured man of the world?
Naturally, my bearing is as elegant and refined as silk. Observe. You seem to be deep in thought. Is there something on your mind? Please, allow me to lend you my ear. I will gladly shoulder any of your burdens.
Oh, thank you. But it's not something I really want to talk about.
So harsh. Even the slightest worry, I would have been happy to listen.
Why, yes. Your silky bearing was quite impressive. You're always going on about nobility, but that's no way to win a woman. Your problem, and I may have told you this before, at least twice, your problem is you're pretentious.
That's rich, coming from you. Your
Really?
bearing is so flippant that you utterly fail to gain a lady's trust. How can you not see that?
Pardon me.
All I'm failing to see is you getting a girl's attention.
How dare you?
Listen,
fight.
I'm sorry. That was mean. And you're probably right about me not being serious enough.
I will concede. I feel the same. Enough at least to keep your advice at the back of my mind. I was a touch too stubborn.
It's the same in battle, isn't it? If you don't bend a little, you fail.
Even so?
Yeah, with that being said...
I will outclass you, Sylvain.
Bring it on, Lawrence.
Good morning, Lysithia. Out for a stroll, are we? It's lovely weather for it. I might go wander outside myself. I'm sure I can see some beautiful sights.
Ignatz, hold still, will you?
Sure.
Your shoes are untied. It looks sloppy. Let me just fix it for you.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. But really, I'm perfectly capable of tying them myself.
Clearly that's not the case. Otherwise, this wouldn't be an issue. Now, hush. There we go.
Thanks.
You've also got awful bedhead.
What? But I examined myself in the mirror before leaving my quarters.
It's the back of your head. Quite unkempt. You really should get it together. I mean, really. You're born to a noble adjacent merchant family, aren't you? You really should be more presentable.
Sorry, Lysithia. You're always so perfectly put together. In fact, I'd say you're perfect in all respects. I don't think I've seen you fail at anything.
Well, consider that if I make even the slightest misstep, everyone will treat me like a child. There's nothing I hate more than that.
I see. Well, I think you're very mature. If anything, you may be overdoing it somewhat. I mean, people treat me like a child sometimes. But I like it, because it reminds me that other people care about me. You know? No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
Ignatz, are you really lecturing me about how I conduct myself right now?
Maybe.
You're a sheepish, unreliable scatterbrain who can only ever think about what others think of him. Perhaps you should worry about your own maturity before you start questioning mine. Although you certainly look the part of a baby, so maybe that's asking too much. Anyway,
Wow.
I've got things to do, so I'm gonna go now.
Lysithea, wait. Hey!
Out of my way! You're such a child, I swear.
Wow.
I was uncalled for. After all, I am older than she is.
Wow.
Is that everything?
Yes, that's the last of them. Thank you, Marianne. Just when I thought all the laundry was dry, the wind got stronger, and by the time I realized what was happening, there were clothes dancing across the sky.
That must have been frustrating to watch.
I didn't imagine they would float all the way to the stables. Thanks again for helping me pick them up.
It was no trouble. They landed right at my feet.
Well, now I can hang it all back up before sunset. Everything should be dry by the day's end.
Wow.
All right, I should get to...
Are you alright?
Uh-huh. The hamper's just a little heavier than it looks. Do you think you could give me a hand? Whew, we got here just in time. Thanks for the help hanging everything up.
It was nothing.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I'm sorry. I know I'm not much fun to be around. I'm not very good at small talk either.
Double mood.
Oh, no, that's all right. After all, just look over there.
Huh? Oh, the flowers are lovely.
They were mere buds until just the other day. Now look at those gorgeous blooms.
How wonderful.
If we'd been chatting away, we might never have noticed them. Sure, the laundry was an ordeal, but at least there was a silver lining.
She smiled.
Oh, Professor, here's the map you... Well, there's always next time, I suppose.
Hey, Ignatz! Didn't you have something to talk to the professor about?
Oh no, nothing urgent. You didn't cut short your conversation because of me, did you?
Come on, do I seem like the type to do that? No, I just had a couple of questions about the bows. We're done now, so I thought I'd come and tell you.
The bows? Is something wrong with them?
Lots of them have come in for repairs lately, so I switched out some of the strings for stronger ones.
I
They've
needed
been
them
breaking
all.
less, but now they're harder to draw.
Ah, I see. I suppose people would prefer if you went back to the lighter bowstrings.
Maybe. If the only issue was the draw weight, I'd just tell people to get stronger arms. But the real problem is that you can't shoot as fast. The arrows also fly too far now.
I can see how slower shooting is a drawback, but the arrows flying farther, that actually sounds like a good thing.
Sure, on open plains, but up close you lose accuracy. That's why I thought it might be good to use different bowstrings for different scenarios. I wanted the professor's opinion about that.
Oh, good point. You know a lot about bows, don't you?
Guess I do. I grew up in a hunting village, so I've been around them my whole life. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily better than anyone, but at least I know what I'm doing. And you? Do you have something you're really good at?
Me? Oh no, I don't think so.
Well, I'm sure you'll find your thing someday.
I hope so.
You've been an enormous help. Thanks so much. Excuse me. I have some more supplies that just arrived for the infirmary. Oh, were there more? I thought I'd gotten them all. I just have bandages and other small things, but there might be more coming. Well, I just got the boys to bring in the heavy bottles. Looks like we can't fit all of it without some rearranging, though. You know, if you'd arrived earlier, you could have helped me tidy up.
My apologies.
I don't really need your apologies. I need your help.
Oh, okay. How can I help?
How can you help? I said tidy up, didn't I?
Wow.
See the shelves there? See if you can clear out some space and tuck away the bandages.
I can try.
Help was such a beepy.
Hey, careful, Marianne. There's some strong stuff in those bottles.
I'm sorry,
No, look. Just leave the bandages for now and move the bottles from the shelf.
I can do that. Now the bandages fell.
No! So in the end, I did it all by myself.
I'm sorry that I was no help. I just got in your way.
It's fine. We'll even it out with pastries.
You want me to get you pastries? I guess I can.
You seem so thoughtful and composed, but you're surprisingly clumsy. It's such an odd mix. I practically have no choice but to take over for you.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorte? Do they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain? It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you.
Hey, Marianne. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone. By the way, are you free right now?
Is there something you need?
I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way,
Wow.
but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that.
Oh.
But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I'd give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help.
No, I don't deserve that kind of praise.
Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor.
My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery.
That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again.
I should
maybe.
stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie.
Are you serious?
I should stay here by myself.
Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again.
She's so sad.
Hello? Oh,
Why do I have to organize the library? I'll get in trouble if it's not done, and I can't think of anyone who'd do it for me. Since no one else is around, though, time for a little break. What are those sounds? Ha! Yeah! Leonie, always at it. How exhausting that must be. What's this?
Hey, what are you doing? That's mine.
If you leave it lying on the ground, people will think it's trash.
I usually wear it around my neck, but I put it down while I'm training so I don't get sweat all over it.
Well, people won't know that, will they? You should have just left it in your room.
It's a good luck charm. If I don't keep it close by, then what's the point?
How stubborn of you. I will say it looks to be a very well-loved charm.
Captain Gerald gave it to me when I was a kid.
If it's that important to you, you should wash it. Then again, I suppose it is made of wood. Have you considered coating it with resin? That would preserve it nicely. You could even accessorize it, make it look cute.
Thanks, but Captain Gerald made it especially for me. I'd really rather keep it just as it is.
Well, if that's how you feel, I won't argue with you. Me personally, I'd choose a cute necklace over a dirty old charm any day.
I'm sure you would. But Captain Gerald didn't treat me as some young girl. He treated me like a person who mattered and equal. He taught me everything. I don't want to forget his teachings, so I'm going to keep this charm just the way it is.
Huh, what do you know?
Shall we dance?
Wait. Hi, wobbling.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
How long did you expect me to stand here?
I did just say sorry, but I could say the same to you.
Wow.
You were pretty slow to settle on a time.
I can't help having a busy schedule. Plus, I thought you could use the extra time to prepare.
We could go back and forth like
I'm
this all
doing
day,
good.
or we could get started.
You were the one who kept
How are
me
you?
waiting. Let's begin.
On my signal?
Hurry up.
That's better. Okay, go!
Let's see what you... A pit trap?
That's right. How you feeling down there?
Coward!
Say what
Felix
you
fell in
want,
a hole.
But Captain Gerald taught me this one. You're heavier than you look.
Wow.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting that.
If this were for real, you'd be dead. Aren't you glad I put straw down there instead of spikes?
Yes. I underestimated you. I suppose your lateness was a ploy to distract me.
You're not wrong. I did it to rile you up. Draw you in.
Your commission banner got down?
confident.
That's good.
I was counting on that. So, what do you think about Captain Gerald's training now?
His technique worked and you won. What else is there to say? Winning is all that matters. You drew my attention to a major vulnerability. I'll need to be wary of traps. Thank you, Leone.
Seeing as you're thanking me, can I ask you a favor?
No.
Will you come watch my next training session? I'd like a few pointers about fighting in close quarters.
The loser must pay tribute, I suppose. Yes, I'll help you train.
You will? Thanks!
Sylvain.
Hey.
Hey, Leone. I mean, hello, beautiful. What brings a sweet girl like you to a place like this?
Wow.
I just came to the greenhouse to look at flowers. What's with you?
Nothing much. Nothing much. I was just thinking about how sunflowers don't deserve to be stuffed away in a greenhouse. They bloom better out in the open. Just like you.
Could you cut the weird metaphors and just say what you want to say? Oh, wait. I get it. I'm not ladylike enough to fit in with all the pretty flowers.
No, okay, that compliment backfired. Let me try a different angle.
Wow.
This is a joke, right? Tell me this is a joke.
What have you got against sunflowers anyway? I think they're lovely myself. If you think I only care about delicate flowers raised in a greenhouse, you've got me all wrong. Statuesque sunflowers, blooming proud and tall in the open air, have a beauty all their own.
Is that right?
You better believe it. And the same goes for you. You have a beauty unlike any other. I look at you and I see sunflowers.
Look, can you just go back to normal?
At this point, I feel like anything I say is just going to make you more angry.
Why are you suddenly not capable of carrying on a normal conversation?
My eyes have been opened to the charms of the beautiful flower blooming right beside me. It's a whole new day for my heart.
You can quit messing with me at any time.
I'm not. I'm absolutely serious. You really are as charming as any flower. I see that now.
Would you stop? This is getting weird.
Even sincerity doesn't work? What kind of flirting is going to satisfy you? You know what? I'm just going to leave you alone for now, so I can get a fresh start some other time.
Wow.
Right. Bye. Charming? Me, of all people. Like I'd actually believe that. Stupid.
And yet she's blushing. Felix! Wow.
Ah, yes! These are the moments I live for!
I don't understand you.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Trust me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So how did you like the cake? I bet you ate it, didn't you? I knew it was irresistible. What was the experience like? I'm curious, from a research perspective.
I don't know, I didn't eat it. I gave it to some kid.
You gave it to some undeserving child?
We've been over this. I don't like sweets.
Oh my goodness.
Cake is not a sweet. Cake is the divine essence of the heavens.
Wow.
Everyone has their own tastes.
That's true, but life without cake is no life at all. Your dismissiveness regarding cake is inexcusable.
I'm not sure why you're so fixated on this.
I simply can't resist the spongy magnificence of cakes. I don't understand how you can be so dispassionate about it.
I don't know, I just don't like it.
Just try a bite. Come on, open up.
Wow.
No, I already told you I don't want it.
But I made this one with care and attention, love even. And I went light on the sugar just for you.
Not light enough,
Wow.
I bet. If I eat this, will you stop bothering me?
More or less. Just don't give it to some silly child this time.
Let's get this over with.
Oh my goodness. Did this one.
Felix.
And oh, I have a parallel now?
Sylvain?
I don't think I did their A though.
Oh no, it's Felix. He's coming right at me.
Wow.
If I run, he'll chase me. Maybe if I just hold really, really still.
Ahem.
What is she doing?
Whatever it is, I didn't do it, I swear. Unless I'm offending you just by standing here.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
Here. I believe this is yours.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's my satchel. Wait, where did you get that?
Stop asking questions and just take it.
No! Trap! It's a trap!
Why are you acting like this?
Bernie, are you okay?
Acting? Does this terror on my face look fake to you?
You're being difficult. Come on, this is yours.
I can't! Your icy glare has frozen me completely!
That's
Shut up, just take the thing.
He's trying to be nice.
Please don't kill me!
What? Who's going to...
He's trying to be nice. Oh my lord.
My sword!
How did you...
I can't do this anymore!
What an odd girl.
What is going on?
She has certainly caught my attention. I've never seen that technique before. Oh, I still have to give this back to her.
What the fuck? Oh my goodness.
Sylvain, I've been looking for you. Do you have a moment?
Hey, Lysithea. I was about to grab some food. Would you like to come along?
Actually, yes. That sounds fine.
Great. Let's go. The dining hall isn't exactly relaxing, is it? If there's a next time, I'll take you somewhere with a much better atmosphere.
I don't really care about the atmosphere. I just wanted to apologize.
Nah, I get why you told me off. There's nothing you need to apologize for.
Can you just shut your mouth and listen for once? Here's something you may have already picked up on. I very much dislike being treated like a child. I've worked very hard to be where I am now, and such treatment makes it feel like all of that work is being ignored.
But I think you're a genius, and you work harder than I ever did. When I was your age...
Yes, you already told me all of this. Back then, you were just as devoted to goofing off as you are now.
Ah, so I already told you that. What a perfect memory you have.
And there it is. You're always so quick to flatter every woman you come across.
Have you met Sylvain?
I knew that, and yet I never thought you would direct your antics at me.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I know how hard you work, and I really wasn't trying to upset you. I just wanted to chat.
I do not mind that you wished to chat with me. In fact, you might even say I was happy about it. Just a bit.
Seriously? It sure didn't seem that way.
Well, it's true. Your behavior is maddening. But in retrospect, I realize that was you treating me as you do all women, rather than like a child. I wasn't thinking about it like that at the time, and so I snapped at you. I could have perhaps approached the matter with a tad more maturity. Therefore, I would like to apologize.
An apology? That is not how these conversations usually turn out. There's no need for that, though. Really, you'll make me blush if you keep this up. Listen, Lysithea, I want you to know that I meant every word, even if sincerity is difficult for me. You're as lovely as you are clever, and you have this strange charm about you. That's what I really honestly think.
There you go again with your false flattery.
I swear to you, it isn't false at all. And it's not flattery if it's the truth.
Say what you will, you're still gonna have to earn my trust. Just this once, I'll cut you some slack. Don't get used to it. It's not like I can change who you are as a person.
Sweet and tolerant. You never cease to amaze.
I'll leave you with this. Don't say things you don't mean. It makes it impossible to tell the lies from the truth. Don't come crying to me if you carry on as you have and end up with no friends.
I have to say, Lysithea, your harshness is one of those things I find so charming about you.
You are exhausting. I guess the positivity is okay, though.
Hilda, lovely as ever. I swear, when you're around, the sun shines brighter and everything sparkles.
Sylvain, you're looking superb as always.
Thank you. Are you going out today? If you do, then be careful. I'd hate to think you might hurt your foot again.
My foot? Oh, yes! You mean that time you helped me with the books? No need to worry, the foot's fine now. Even better than it was before.
I noticed, you know, since I'm always looking at cute girls, and you are one of the cuter ones, your foot was better during the battle. You were running all over, just a regular warrior princess, and less than a day after such a terrible injury.
My friends were depending on me, so I just had to fight through the pain.
Hilda, please don't lie to me. I knew your foot wasn't really hurt, but I returned your books anyway. Take it from a guy who does his fair share of pretending to be someone he's not. And I say this as a friend. You are a terrible liar.
Got him.
And those books you left in your room for so long, teachers and classmates needed those. So stop lying, and maybe stop being quite...
Oops.
You saw right through me. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten that I still had those books. I really was going to return them. Did the librarian say anything to you?
Oh yeah, I got an earful of yelling and accusations meant for you.
Huh? Didn't you just say it was my fault?
Nah, I figured the librarian would feel better if they just let loose. No reason to make them wait for you.
I'm so sorry. You got a tongue lashing that should have been directed at me.
Tell you what, all will be forgiven if you promise 3 things. Stop lying, take responsibility, and fall madly in love with me.
Oh my god.
Oh, Sylvain, I do love you, you know? I just wouldn't want you for a husband.
What? Why not?
Well, not to offend you, but I can't help but feel that your niceness is somehow shallow. My brother would probably cut you into pieces the moment he saw your face.
Your brother sounds... terrifying, actually.
We're losing the thread a bit here. Evidently, you can see through my act, so I'll just be straightforward about taking advantage of you.
Well, I'll take what I can get. Just don't go causing trouble for guys who aren't me.
It's a deal. Goodbye for now, Sylvain.
Wow. I mentioned wow. Did this one. Wait. Oh.
Wow, Ash, training again? You take...
Wait, we can finally do stuff. Oh my god. Blah, 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 blah.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Bum bum bum. Oopsies. Oh, that's a lot of things.
Oh.
The fish.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I'm certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor?
Concern. Lots of fish out there today.
Hi there.
Hi. Thank you. Come again.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again. And so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
Yay! Hi! Shiny! Damn. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Give me.
Would you help me out?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Where's it? Oh, there's
Hello there.
2 shinies over here. Oh, look! I now have bait. And tea.
What?
Oh, there's a quest.
I could use your help.
No.
Yes.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
What a pure boy.
Knew I could count on you. Hey there.
Forge. Let's see what we got.
Is this it?
What's
There
this,
you go.
please?
Is this it?
Actually.
Is this it? There you go.
And then we can...
Is this it?
Yep.
There you go. Is this it?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Down. Oh, wow, I'm literally one short. Oh, cool. Great bow. Oh, nope, can't do that. So I can't do any brave weapons anymore. Okay.
Come back anytime.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hi.
Will this one do?
Uh-huh.
Many thanks.
You're welcome.
Will this one do?
Uh-huh.
Many thanks.
You're welcome. There's no killer axe. Whee! Or killer bow. Whee!
Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do?
Take 2 of these.
Many thanks.
Okay.
Come back soon.
Maybe. I'll think about it. Oops.
Hey there.
Hi. Silver bow, please.
Is this it?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Pardon me.
Is this it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yay. Well, can't do that. Oh wait, I can do this.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Well, I'll think about it. Oh god, that's a wall.
You have helped me so much.
I did it.
Need something?
Yeah, I want to finish this bitch.
This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one?
Mm-hmm.
You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
Almost.
This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
We'll see about that. Okay. Oh dear.
Ah, Professor. Gerald was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around. I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you.
Rhea?
You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a favor of you?
Dun dun dun. Oh, that's a wall.
Really?
Really?
Oh, Professor, are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Knock, knock.
Oh my! The crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames!
Huh?
No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional. The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
Oh god, it fell over.
Hi. Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery. Thank you very much.
Rodrigue.
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Sedith knows.
Why is Felix's dad here?
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
About that, your son's involved. Just putting that up there. Okay, bye. That's ooh, ooh, ooh. Go away, pee-pee.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
Take this, goddammit.
Thank you.
No.
Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it. What's this?
I appreciate your effort.
To the dining hall. The Fish Bounty Festival. Well then. Oh dear, that's a lot of people.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
This is fish sandwiches. Jenny!
We're back. Ah, the graveyard. Of course I know it. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it is?
No.
You need only ask.
God damn it.
Go back. It can be a little hard to find. Very well.
Where the fuck is your quest, bitch? Game. Don't do it, game.
I'm not secretly eating cake.
Wow.
You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor. Thank you. Wow, thank you so much.
What's over here?
Professor.
Uh-huh.
Great timing, Professor. I was just going to come find you. Are you busy? I have a question about formations. I don't understand them at all. Are the speed of battle and the terrain connected somehow? There's too much to memorize. I don't? Then what do I have to know?
How to punch
I
things.
understand the basics. To start, you just... Ah, okay. I think I've got it. Thanks for the help, Professor. Brains and brawn. You've really got it all. With your help, I should have no trouble becoming a proper knight.
What?
Huh? Didn't I tell you? My parents were merchants of the Alliance. They died in an accident. That's why it's up to me to look after my little sis. I'm not great with bookkeeping, so I don't think I'd make a good merchant. I talked to Grandpa, and he suggested I become a knight. So I sold all our valuables and used the money to pay my way into the academy. My sis won't survive if I get kicked out, so I can't give up now. I might have tried being a mercenary if I didn't have my little sis to look after. I probably shouldn't say this, but being a mercenary does sound like an easier life. Mercenaries have no responsibilities, and no one else to worry about. But someone's gotta take care of my little sis, so that's out of the question. Serving as a knight in a noble house is more secure, and you don't have to worry about dying unless there's a war. My sis has been through so much. I don't want her to have to worry about me. Hey, do you have any siblings, Professor? Then you probably think I'm missing out on my freedom, having to support her, huh? But working hard for my sister isn't too bad. Call it a burden, call it a challenge. If it makes my sister happy, I'm happy too. You should ask your father to have some more kids.
Wow.
Anyway, that's why I've got to become a proper knight.
yourself! Oh, I gotta fucking walk to the graveyard, don't I? Also, where the fuck is Linhart? He's in that classroom. Huh.
You and your class were at that fight in the Holy Mausoleum, right?
Mm-hmm.
I sincerely hope the holy artifacts are unscathed. I admit I wish I could have been there to see it all, even if it does make me queasy. But I was there too early. I'd gone first thing in the morning. At noon, one of the monks chased me out, saying I'd been there too long.
Wow.
Who are they to decide when I've been somewhere too long?
Right?
I'll gladly take this.
Damn right you will. I mean, what?
Huh? However,
Aww. Free. There's Miss Dorothea. Hi, Annette.
Okay. Professor!
That's me. Ree.
Thank you, Lady Bernadetta. I will take my leave.
Oh, good. Bye! Goodbye! Finally. Oh, that was awful. Just terrifying. Please don't sneak up on me like that!
But it came from your front.
Lady asked me to show her around. I tried to be polite, but strangers are just so nerve-wracking. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. I don't know if I ever have felt scared around you. I wonder why.
I'm a sheep.
Professor, you might be the first person I've been able to speak to normally since I got here, and I have no idea why.
'Cause I'm a sheepy.
I'm happy about it too. When we first started out here, we had to do drills outside. I skipped those every chance I got. It's a terrible idea going out in the forest with all these people you don't even know. Thanks to you, though, I can actually make it through class now. I'm grateful for that. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. Sorry. I'm okay. I am okay. I'm doing just fine. I feel safe here, thanks to you. What? You saw that? Why would you see that? You were watching me? That crosses the line, Professor. Singing? Me? Why would I be singing? I'd never be singing. I've never been so humiliated.
Wow.
Useless, worthless, unmarriageable.
Oh my goodness. Is Bernie okay? Oh, no, can't go that way. That's a wall. Whew. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Hmm? Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you, but she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Yeah, it's just so
Well
sweet.
done. You have my thanks.
Where? Come. Well. Meow, 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 meow. God, motherfucker. I hate as soon as I move, that stupid prompt to finish exploring comes up. Okay. Let's see. I see. Let's do this in writing. Oopsies. You. Same thing. Actually, yeah.
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. So this is how it's done.
That
Nice.
was easy, thanks to... Let's do that. I learned a lot. I see.
Cynthia.
It was. It was quite a chat.
Marianne.
It's starting to make. Maybe.
Oh, I passed the punchy.
It's... That was pretty good.
I think that's everybody, yeah.
Professor, may I ask you something?
42. There's so much to do and never enough time in which to do it. Sleep is a nuisance, but my body forces me to slow down even though my mind doesn't want to. Do you have any tips for shaking tired feelings away?
I am not sure about that.
I am, actually. Move your mouth and you fucking wake up.
Professor?
Literally not changing, but okay.
Let's give it our all.
We'll manage.
Pretty good job, if I do say so myself.
Uh-huh.
Aha! I'm getting it!
Ooh, warp. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. So it's got to be C or higher. Okay, mercenary has advantage. What is Bone Knight again? Oops, passed it. Lance and C or higher. Bone riding A. Okay. Yep. Helps to save, doesn't it? Meow. Yep. Okay, inventory items. Trade. This one. Wood. Trade. Where is two of these? She should be okay. What's this? Oh. Just use that then. Let's put this away. Let's take that, even though he can't use it yet. And then trade this for this. Oops. Damn it. Store, store. Store. We'll take this. And this. Oopsies. Oops, too far. Damn it. What's this? Oh, res. Are you sure? Althea's fine, you're fine. Okay. Yes. Well then. Actually. Also. Oh shit. I'm gonna go this way.
Welcome!
And then finish. Yes. Thank you, come again.
Come back soon!
I got this.
Leave it to me.
Still didn't see about Hilda's class, motherfucker.
I'll give it my all.
Stay focused.
I'm on it.
Oh,
Ready and willing.
Who, me? That's my cue.
It probably is. Got him.
That was tough.
Ow. How dare you be a poopy head?
Should have trained better.
Ow. Yeah.
This is what I do.
Incoming fireball.
I've got many skills, you know.
I won.
Yeah, you did, dear. Damn. Left with 1 HP. Rosie's rolling around on the couch. I mean, on the bed. You know, silly girl. Yes, you are, Rosie. Yes, you are, Rosie. She's like, no, not mama.
Of course I won.
Strength in action.
That is that.
Oh wow, that bow pose.
Don't have time for this. You underestimated me.
Why am I even here?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Damn.
As expected.
Also nice.
You're incredible.
Bum, 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 bum.
Of course I won.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, nice. My arm hurts now from how hard I was leaning against the desk.
stronger than I look.
What are we whining about, puppies?
I can't afford to lose.
Let me fix the bed. Okay. Oops. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. Rose was all like, "Can we go to bed now?" And I'm like, "No, it's not my bedtime yet."
I got this.
That's my cue.
Leave it to me.
I'll do
Marianne.
Who, me?
Stay focused.
And Denise. Take that.
Of course I won.
Yeah, of course you won.
You underestimated me.
Bum 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 bum. Ow! That hurt. Not there. I'd send him up here to go punchy punch.
Won that.
Roses. It's not bedtime yet, baby girl.
Let the lesson begin.
It's not bedtime yet, baby girl.
That is that.
Lay down, sweetheart.
You're incredible.
Of course I won.
Yeah?
Next time, bring your friends.
I won? I guess it worked out. Is this power?
Should I have held back? Oh, thank you.
Take me seriously. I won't go down so easily.
Nice form.
I'm really sorry.
Too easy.
Keep away from me! I won? I guess it worked out.
I've got many skills, you know. Not quite what I was at.
Oops.
Professor.
I mean, it's exactly the same thing, my dude. You don't,
Thanks.
Here's the result, Professor.
I'm beginning to understand.
Better than before.
Not as hard as I thought.
I've got it.
There's so much left to learn.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Impressive. Thanks.
Practice yields results.
Experience is everything.
I've grasped it! How lovely!
I've got it.
It's the Jew's birthday. He gets some flowers. Apparently I muted myself.
Say, Teach, this must be the tower, don't you think? You know, even for a tower, it's pretty, towering.
God, no.
It's a remnant of ancient wars. Those thieves certainly found themselves a great place to nest. I hear their leader Miklon is a former noble. It makes sense that he would already know about this place.
Several hundred years ago, this was an important stronghold for diffusing invasions from the north. Back then, this tower was built for both surveillance and defense. It will be difficult to seize it.
Gilbert, isn't it? You hail from the kingdom, right? No wonder you're so knowledgeable. While we're chatting so amicably, do you mind if I ask some questions?
I don't mind. If I can answer them, I will.
Have you ever seen the Lance of Ruin?
I have, a long time ago. It was an impressive, if not eerily ominous weapon to behold. According to Margrave Gautier, Miklon has used the lance to turn the tables on his pursuers.
Is that right? Then those without a crest can use it as well. Interesting. As far as I knew, that wasn't possible. And then we have the mythical Sword of the Creator, which can't be used by anyone except Teach, crest or no crest. Maybe you're just that special, Teach. Or maybe there's something you're not telling us. Either way, I expect big things from you in this battle. Are you now? Then why don't you hand over the Sword of the Creator for a bit? Then again, it would just be a heavy blade in my hands. There's no justice in this world, Teach. The rain is really coming down now. Let's finish this quickly.
Jump, 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 jump. You don't lick me. No. No, sheepy licks. Babe. Okay. That looks right.
The enemy is close by. We're almost to the top floor.
Phew. Why did we have to climb so high before a battle? At least it's better than fighting in heavy rain.
Don't hold back for my sake. My brother is going to pay for everything he's done.
You put Sylvain on the head.
Who, me?
Hi, babies.
Ready and willing.
What's the matter? What's the matter? It's not bedtime yet, Roses. It's not bedtime yet, baby girl. You lay down next to Mama? You wanna lay down next to Mama? You wanna get in my lap? You can get in my lap.
Stay focused.
No, she's just gonna leave. Okay. Fine, you see how it is?
Leave it to me.
That's my cue.
Who, me?
This lag.
I got this.
I'll give it my all.
Damn it.
I'm on it.
Shall we dance? Never underestimate an outsider.
You lost to me?
Bum, 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 bum.
Captain's in trouble. Enemies approach from the lower...
Meow, 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 meow. Oh, Rosie's a grumpy little girl.
I won.
And then that guy
It was a good try.
doesn't know what hit him. Oops.
Watch and learn.
Da-na-na-na.
Not enough. Child's play.
You were outmatched. How sweet.
Oh, I forgot about Hilda. Well,
What's up? Thought you could win. Not enough. I cannot lose.
hi, Jojo.
All roses have thorns. Oh, thank you.
You gonna head out? Alright. Thanks for stopping by and for the horse. I will take this chest. Oh. Apparently I don't have a silver sword on me anymore. Oh, it's on Felix. Okay. I'm dumb.
Here we go! Attack them from both sides!
It's an ambush.
Not a very good one.
It's over! Each battle, a chance to grow.
Hello. Oh, it's just out of range. Man. Oh my god, just out of range for both of them. Whee. Whee.
I can't afford to lose.
Nice.
Won that.
Like I said, a very bad ambush.
You're weak.
Still doing it. God damn it.
Predictable. No hesitation. As expected.
Missed me.
That is that.
Not yet,
Such
Rosie.
power dwells
Like him. Yes, ma'am.
Too easy. I can.
I just worked harder.
Strength in action.
Oops.
It all comes down to this.
Missed me, bitch.
Next time, bring her friends.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's over. As expected.
It's a sleepy dash. You can go to bed. You've seen this part already. Hey, soon.
I'm all sweaty.
The stuff with Sylvain's brother. Yeah, yeah. We'll go to bed.
I think not.
Yeah, that was all me.
Smooches. You're supposed to quit.
bad as that.
Now's our chance.
Too easy.
Oopsies.
Another win.
Gonna need you to move.
Be gone.
Oof. That was almost bad.
So, you think you can take the lance from me, huh? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you!
Your name's not Dimitri.
Well done.
You'll regret this.
Or will I?
Not bad for your kind. A bunch of spoiled, rotten children.
What the hell? Dad, look at that! I'm out of here! Hold on! No! Ah!
What the? Miklon! Is that you?
That form. Oh my. Is this your first time fighting such a thing? Then listen well to what I say.
How awful. So the hero's
Wow.
relics are hiding a terrible power within. I can't even tell friend from foe anymore. Now I feel for him, but the best we can do now is finish this quickly.
Okay. Ooh. Mages over here. Too far. Smash. Okey-doke. Nice, it missed.
What is that? It's like watching a bad dream come to life.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, and then what happened?
Goddess, the beast is gone, yet Miklon and the lance remain.
We defeated him, somehow. Let's grab the lance and return to the monastery.
Miklon, my brother.
Let's still put Sylvain on the head.
That man, his form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole. Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset. I wonder if those relics truly hide such power. Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well. As one who wields the sword of the Creator, Does that mean you possess that power too?
Professor, you have returned. The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself. People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors spread of one using a relic and transforming into a monster. All regions of Fodlan would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs. Please ensure the students who accompanied you understand that as well. Have I made myself clear? His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the goddess. Punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic even though they were unworthy and unqualified. Of course. That is why we rushed to recover it. Sadly, we did not arrive in time. The church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would. You have my gratitude. I can see that I was right to trust you with this. Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the coming moon at that time.
Nice work, Teach. It's thanks to you that we successfully completed our mission. As for Miklon, I wonder if he really believed he could wield a relic. I bet he just wanted to get his hands on it, even though he knew he couldn't use it. Though I'm sure he wasn't counting on turning into a monster like that. I wonder if that monster represents another aspect of the hero's relics. What a strange and terrifying power.
Stories of misfortune have followed the hero's relics since ancient times.
Tomas, you've caught me by surprise. That's not easy to do. Though I suppose I should have expected to see our librarian in his library.
I am sorry to intrude. I simply heard you speaking of the hero's relics. I can tell you more about them if you'd like. The story goes that Nemesis was corrupted by evil because of the sword of the Creator. Other heroes also lost themselves by continuing to use the relics, transforming into black beasts with twisted souls. There used to be a great many records regarding the dark history of the relics.
Used to be?
They have been destroyed across all of Fodlan, stripped from their shelves, including those that resided at this very library.
You make it sound like the church is covering up the truth. But now that you mention it, Rhea was very specific about not wanting anyone to find out what happened at Conan Tower. Hey, Tomas, why are you telling us all of this?
It seemed like you were searching for answers about the relics. What is a librarian if not a guide in the search for knowledge? And not only have you been searching, but you have been doing so through the night. I would suggest you stop before the night's notice. And that is enough meddling for today. Please excuse me.
So I've been found out, have I? I suppose I do spend more time at the library than most students. But I won't stop. I can't afford to. Teach. You don't really expect me to tell you something so personal just like that, do you? Though, I wouldn't mind sharing if you were to tell me some of your secrets in exchange.
I can't let this exchange pass without comment. If you're sharing secrets, perhaps I can share one as well?
Are you sure you could survive that? I'd say you're the least likely to share secrets out of everyone at the Academy.
Coming from you, I'll take that as a compliment. After all, you're easily the student with the most secrets.
I'm afraid you overestimate me. My secrets don't amount to much. But back to Teach.
Don't try to change the subject, Claude. We're talking about secrets. Yours. Who is your father? And why did you appear so suddenly as if from nowhere? Duke Regan's eldest son died in an accident. Having tragically lost other family members as well, he was without an heir. The Alliance would undoubtedly have been shaken if House Regan had lost its position of leadership. But then you showed up. Why did you return to House Regan? What brought you to the monastery?
He doesn't have to answer to you.
Alas, to be surrounded by women as lovely as flowers, only to be pricked by their thorns. My dream, in truth, is a selfless dream, but I require power to make it a reality. When I learned about the power of my crest, I knew I had a chance, so I'm chasing that dream, to the bitter end, if need be. I came to this monastery because I thought I might find someone useful, someone to help me on my path. So, what do you think? If you promise to help me achieve my dream no matter what, I'll promise to tell you anything.
I have my own dream to tend to. I pray that yours does not interfere with mine.
What about you, Teach? I see. Well, now isn't the time to discuss this. You are still my Teach, after all.
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Archbishop!
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flame is missing. I cannot find her anywhere. Professor, have you seen Flame recently? I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a Reaper. As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horse bows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training. I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful. Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong. After all, were that the case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it. You think I'm determined? Professor, thank you. You're the only one who's ever praised me like that. I mean, people are always telling me I've got a knack for magic. If you can call the power of my crest a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy. Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name. I'm determined to someday be of real value to them, and that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left. Anyway, I should be going. Thank you again for your help.
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flayn has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flayn is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night. The Knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade. There is no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
Seteth, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself. I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul, to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flayn. The Knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
What? Flayn is missing?
So finding Flayn is our mission for the month, I take it?
Wait. Who's Flayn?
Seteth's little sister. Surely you've seen her flitting about the monastery.
She is the girl who looks about the same age as me, but seems well beyond her years. Seteth is much older than Flayn. He's always looking out for her. He must be worried sick. If I were to go missing, I can't imagine what that would do to my brother.
When searching for something, it's best to start by gathering information. Hopefully someone has seen Flayn.
I have gratitude.